Welcome back to another episode of the GTR Podcast. I am your host, Daniel Payton, and this is.
Alex, what is up? Long time no see. I would feel bad and go on a whole apologizing spree, but it's the off season. There's nothing going on.
Well,
Uh, we're just gonna cover. Well, I say we're. I haven't been paying attention to it, but Dan's gonna talk a little bit about the U.S. Select team. Uh, we're gonna do our award predictions. I didn't say the date. It is the 6th, almost 7th of August 2023. Um yeah, this is I don't know, it's going to be a chill episode. We're going to do our award predictions and then if we have time, if not, we will next week. We got a little game we got a little game. Um what is my dog looking at?
I don't.
Anyway,
Hi, Sammy.
she's not on camera
Wildest thing I
unfortunately.
ever said. Oh my God.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. You good?
What's your thoughts on the U.S. Select team? Because hold on, before you say, my thought just is don't read too much into it. Yeah, it's cool, but okay.
You're gonna ruin my moment, but he's not
I'll
wrong.
let you have your moment. You're a Pistons fan. You don't get many nice things.
That hurt. That hurt.
I'm not wrong.
That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Don't read too much into it, but from reports came out, what's going on social media, Kate Cunningham and Jalen Duran is dominating during the scrimmages they have. We've seen some runs. If you go to the right people on Twitter and go on YouTube, you've seen some runs. I'm not going to say anything because they already deleted half of the runs that was shown. I'm not going to say anything, but if you watch the games, you're seeing personally, my team, Kate Cunningham, you've seen him, the injury that he had does not affect him at all now. He's taking contact. He got some athleticism back. It just looks beautiful. There was a report saying that he was the best player out there for I think day one of the scrimmage. He was the best player out there. Shout out to Jack Kelly and Rowe. They made a little compilation. They both did separate things, but Jack showed his shots, all his shots make and miss, and he didn't miss a shot. I think he got 11, 6 for 6. So yeah, it just showed he was just
Nice.
killing.
Yeah.
And the defenders who was killing was like good defenders. He had Kel Bridges on him at one point. He had Ant on him, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson. He was Jaren Jackson Jr. He was giving everybody the work. And Jalen Duran just looked like he was not a teenager out there, even though he is a teenager. He was just looking.
Yeah.
He knew the game. He knew the game.
His feel looks pretty good from the clips I've seen. Because I'm not completely clueless, but I'm not like I haven't been spending my day just looking for clips. But from what I've seen, Cade looks good. The shot looks good, which is really the main area of concern. It is that jump shot, and it's been falling a solid bit. Duran, we knew he was athletic,
but he's showing more than athleticism.
and he's using it really well. Like there's that clip against BI. Yes, he's got 50 pounds on BI, so that's probably what should happen. But BI defended that really well, and man.
And what's great about Duran is in the clips and just to watching the whole, like it was a 40-minute practice. It was up. He's just showing more than just he's an athletic freak. He's showing him making the right passes, playing good defense. And he's just being great on the floor. I do want to shout out to the USA team because they did come back and get their lick. Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards did come back and just showed out in the second scrimmage and the third one. So shout out to them. They didn't just fall back, but from everything I'm heard in that select team really gave the U.S. team some hell. That's including Jalen Green on that team on the select. That's including that select team could have been like the USA team and we would have had no problems. But it was nothing crazy to talk about that. It was just I wanted to shout out some K Love and some Jalen Duren love. Shout out to Steve Kerr too, because Steve Kerr said something about Kate Cunningham and Jalen Duren's progression in the USA camp. But go ahead, Alex.
That's
about it for the USA.
That's really about it. There's been some good moments. Obviously, when the season comes around, I don't think Cade's going to be the best player in the league. I hope Dan doesn't think that. But Cade is quite good. We all know this. Duren looks to be making strides, and he's going to be the new Jason Tatum meme.
Yes.
Where it's like, he's only 18, he's only 19. Yes. Shit like that, stuff like that. There we go. There's the first swear of the.
Oh, man.
I was listening back to some of the old ones, and it's like, wow, wholly unfiltered, which, fair enough, but at the same time, like, whatever. Anyway, what else? No. I don't know. Jalen Green looked good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that for you because it's only people on Twitter know about it, but the Pistons versus Rockets beef.
And man,
it's like it's the funniest freaking beef there is, just because like
because like it's funny because like I think they cool off the court, but we just nope. Just dogging. But yeah, Duren looked very. One thing I do want to say, last thing I'm gonna say about Duren is Duren looked great against the DPOI and Jaren Jackson on the floor. Chet was on the select team. He looked great against Chet. He also excuse me. He looked like the best big man out there for that first game. You also had players like Keegan Murray out there, J-Dub. J-Dub looked comfortable.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
And I don't want to spend too much time on it, but everybody looked like they were, for the most part, everybody was competitive, and it looked like the select team had the USA team's number for a couple of games, for a couple of scrimmages. But
now, the key word there is scrimmages.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't want to read too much into it. But there is something there. Maybe not as much as people are overreacting, but there is something there. Literally, other than that,
before we move
what
on,
else has been going on? Other than Christian Wood is still not on a basketball team.
Before we move on, I want to say this about the USA team. And I'm going to time out. I don't know how Trae Young got snubbed from the actual USA team. I'm going to say this nicely. Not nicely, I don't care. He was going to be the best player on that team, clearly. And that team consisted of Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaren Jackson Jr., I don't know how Austin Reeves made it before. Like, I don't know.
That's funny. That was funny.
Crazy.
I think that
Bobby Portis, like you just snubbed a superstar off the team for what reason? I don't know.
Trey's a superstar.
Trae is a superstar. Yeah. That's not this.
Then Jason Tatum is definitely a superstar, and y'all better shut up.
Yeah, Tatum is a superstar. Jokes aside, Tatum is a superstar. We know this. Like, I just can't.
I think Trae can obviously be the best offensive player on a team because he's one of the best offensive players in the entire league. But it is just the fact that he cannot play anything that might resemble defense.
I don't care. He can give me 30 and 10. I don't care. That is
true. Maybe not always the most efficient, and obviously last year was a down year, but
his down year was
obviously
a good year. The crazy thing is his down year was a good year. Like his down year was if Jalen Brunson had that same year that Tatum time out. I'm gonna say this: if Jalen Brunson had the same years that Trey Young been having, oh my god, we won't have a question about he's a star, a superstar. But since it's Trey Young,
The
it's Trey.
problem is freaking Jalen Brunson can play defense. He's not a good defender.
He's nowhere near the
He's
play.
not. He's not bad.
He's nowhere near the
Trey
play.
Young.
Nowhere. And like it's tears to this shit. He's nowhere. Oh, that was my first curse. He's nowhere near the tier of playmaking Trey Young is.
Yeah, definitely. But literally, Christian, quick fire. Where do you want to see Christian Wood?
Man. Miami.
I don't think he fits that culture, but okay. I wouldn't mind that.
I think you can shape him up to be in that realm of like, you're gonna get your ass in here and work. I think you can do it. And
That's a fair point. I think that'd be good from a basketball perspective.
And it gives Miami another big they can run. And I like the pairing of Bam. I wouldn't actually mind the pairing of Bam and Christian Wood.
Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Christian Wood is a good shooter.
Good pop option.
Mm-hmm.
And then like
it doesn't hurt to have a dude who can just kind of get you 15 and 8.
Right. And he's not a rim protector, but he can deter sub shots at the rim.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of people obviously likes his defense. I thought he was an okay kind of defender. Like, I thought he could be slightly serviceable. He obviously was not that.
Right.
But I think people are overreacting a bit to how bad of a defender he was.
They overreact a little bit, but some of them is granted. Some of it is granted.
I think Miami would be cool. I don't remember. Plumlee's still on the Clippers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's saying Lakers. I guess.
Who needs a four that can? Oh man, I wouldn't mind him in New York.
Not at all.
Coming off the bench in New York.
But is he taking that? He might have to.
He better. Nobody's paying him.
He's still not on an NBA roster.
He better. But New York, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
Especially for when
comes out. Ooh. Say that again. Good? Yeah, I'm good.
Especially for when Mitchell Robinson gets into foul trouble.
Or when Randall comes out too. So I wouldn't mind.
When Randall comes out, Mitchell Robinson gets into foul trouble. I don't know. You can
get creative. You can
get kind of creative with it.
And he will have to play defense because Tom will make him play defense.
Yeah. Chicago can always use some scoring, but
y'all need defense, boy. Chicago need defense.
Yeah, they were a top 10 defense.
Y'all need defense.
Who's y'all?
Chicago.
There it is.
I forgot.
I know I live here. I'm not a Bulls fan.
You're a weird Celtics fan.
I know. Trust me. I get told that every day.
Celtics fan. Chicago, crazy.
It's so weird. Thanks, Dad.
Oh man. But yeah, who else is not signed? Who else is not?
I think he is just kind of the best free agent available.
Kelly Oubre is still not signed.
Oh my god.
I would love Kelly Oubre. Actually, no, I couldn't say that team because that team was a Kelly Oubre. No.
You're saying is a Heato?
No, Dallas already have their spark plug. I don't want him on the Heat because we already got Jason Richardson. Or Josh Richardson, sorry, not Jason. Josh.
Dude, it doesn't hurt to have another score. In worst case scenario, it just ends up being like a sign and trade, part of the Dame deal.
Oh man, that'll be a lot of athleticism in Portland.
That would be cool.
I wouldn't mind him going back to Phoenix.
But he was on Phoenix for a time?
Yes, but he won't go back to Phoenix though.
He's not signing for a minimum.
Yeah, he's not.
He's too good for. I would like him in Boston, but I don't know what we can offer at this point.
Yeah.
Because we need some guard scoring.
What? Hey, yo. Him in
Minnesota?
Minnesota. Him in Minnesota. Not Minnesota. Not Minnesota.
Memphis.
Memphis. There we go. Him in
That'd
Memphis.
be cool.
Him in Memphis.
I think Chicago could be cool, but they just re-signed both Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu, which, by the way, Ayo got signed. It was, I think, 3 years, 22?
21. 3 years, 21. 7 a year is good.
Boston, what? Come on, man. Come on, Boston.
Yeah.
You can do that. We need guards, so that's why I do want Oubre.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Kelly Oubre in Memphis though.
No, I think that'd be cool.
That'll be fun. Who else is not signed yet?
I think those are the big two.
Diallo is not signed yet. He will be great in Denver. Diallo will be great in Denver.
Yeah. Oh, Hami's still a free agent too.
Yeah, he would have been great in Denver, by the way.
He would be awesome in Denver.
Just replace the Christian Brown spot. You don't get the defense, but you get the cutting and this. Oh man, great.
Exactly. And Christian Brown can maybe grow into a different role.
Not Christian Brown. I'm sorry, the Bruce Brown. You get Bruce Brown.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Christian Brown can grow into a different role, and he can take the role that Christian Brown had last year.
Yes.
That'd be really cool.
You got the playmaking. You already got the athleticism and the playmaking, and the defense is sturdy.
He could probably go to Phoenix and fit in really well.
I like Hami. I like me some Hami.
I really like Hami. I'm glad that y'all finally came around and started liking him.
I like some Hami. I like Hami, my boy.
I'm really glad y'all started to come around because I do like Hami a lot.
But yeah. Those are the noticeable.
Those are the only guys I can think of. Hell, you've thought of the second two, so
straight off the top, that's the ones I can think of because Grant already got signed.
Oh yeah, Grant Williams to
Dallas.
I don't remember who we got from that.
Y'all didn't get nothing, I think.
I think we just got picks, which
yeah.
All right. The second O'Shea Brissett got signed, the writing was on the wall, which I like his fit in Dallas a lot. A lot.
Me too.
This Dallas team is sneaky pretty good. They knew the assignment. We said this last time. They knew the assignment.
They knew it.
And then where'd Reggie Bullock end up?
Who?
Reggie Bullock.
He ended up in Phoenix, if I'm not wrong.
I don't remember. So hold on. Let me find the Grant Williams trade.
If I'm not wrong, he ended up in Phoenix. I could be wrong. I'm not a genius. Bullock. San Antonio? Question mark.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston will get multiple seconds. I don't remember from what teams, but hopefully one of them San Antonio. That'd be cool.
Reggie Bullock ended in San Antonio.
Yeah. That's fine.
Cool, I guess.
I mean, it's that. Anyway, let's get on to award predictions and enough talking about Kelly Oubre for 5 minutes.
Listen. It's the off season. But
you go. Freaking Rusty Buckets made a video on what's his face?
On who?
Shit. Heinrich.
Okay.
Kirk Heinrich. Heinrich or Heinrich? I don't know. Rusty Buckets made a video on him, and it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, this is prime off season.
Oh yeah, it's prime off season right now. But our award predictions.
What do you want? Give your go.
Rookie of the year, my top
Yeah.
three. Top three. All right.
Top three and give me one. We're probably gonna have the same top three.
Doubt it. Um, Victor, my number one. Obvious reasons. Chet, my number two. And this gonna hurt. Give me Scoot for number three.
Okay. No, we have the same top three, just in a different order.
You have Chet number one, I'm guessing.
No, I have Scoot number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain.
Because I just think he's the most NBA ready guy. Because as good as Vic is, I think he is going to have a lot of those nights where the jumper isn't falling. And because he is going to be the best player and the only real playmaker on that team, Trey Jones can kind of play make. Cool.
Trey Jones is a good playmaker.
Yeah, it's going to end up being Vic.
And friends.
It's going to end up being Vic trying to create for himself.
You still got Keldon Johnson, though, you got to worry about. Still got Dan.
Yeah, but he's not really.
You got to worry about.
He's not really a guy who creates for others.
Who?
Keldon.
Oh, yeah.
Who'd you think I was saying?
I thought you said Vassell.
Oh, Vassell? No. Vassell's cool, though.
I love me.
I like Devin Vassell a lot. Foreshadowing.
Master. What? Mid-range. You can be going.
But I just think Scoot, when he has his team, it's gonna, like, once Dame's out and everything's more clear, I think he's going to absolutely kill it.
Okay. And then who's your number two?
Vic.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. All right. Next 6.
I believe it's 6-man defense. 6-man.
MIP defense MVP. Okay.
Let's just go 6-man real quick. Once again, I think we have the same three.
Chris Paul, my number one. Emmanuel Quickly, my number two. And Malcolm Brogdon, my number three.
Not Norman Powell?
Not Norman Powell.
I think Brogdon ends up going two. My number one. Because he's not going to win it back-to-back, is he? Brogdon. I'm going to go Quickly number one, Chris Paul 3. Because I think it is going to be very much an adjustment for Chris Paul.
Chris, you're talking about Chris Paul's going to be running a whole unit.
I know.
He's already one of the better.
But their bench sucks.
Their bench, that's why you bring in Chris Paul to make your bench better.
I know, but it's still going to.
You're going to have CP, Jonathan Kuminga.
But the thing, Steph has so much gravity that it's like.
Oh, here we go.
Steph has so much gravity. So the fact that there were guys who just straight up looked horrific in that system doesn't look great. Now, do I think Chris Paul? I've got Chris Paul at third.
You got Chris Paul 1. I don't know how you don't.
And then fourth is Norman Powell. But I think that just depends. I think Norman Powell's going to average like 14, 15 off the bench.
That's right.
And I think the award just depends on how the others do. For Norman Powell's always going to be there.
Yeah, that's right. I just see Chris Paul running the second unit.
That's fair.
The second unit better than it was last year because that second unit was terrible. So you bring in a floor general like Chris Paul, it can only go up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good second unit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Most improved.
Cade Cunningham is my most improved. 1 is Cade. 2. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I did not think about 2 or 3 because I really think Cade Cunningham got this most improved out of the water. He'll be coming back from an injury season. People kind of slept on him. He was averaging 19, 5 and 5, 19, 6 and 6 around that area. I can see him pushing up to 23, 6 and 7, 6 and 5. That give you MVP most improved, and your team gets
23, 6, and 7. I don't know if that's a massive, big enough improvement, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Cade, I think, could. It depends if people see him as a second or third year dude. I still kind of in my head have him as a second year dude.
okay.
I think he can win it. Definitely. It just depends on how everyone sees him.
I got
Let
my
me go.
I got my second, my third. Anthony Edwards, my second, third. Jordan Poole.
Okay. Yeah, Jordan Poole is always a shout. Anthony Edwards, we kind of said that about him last year. And he jumped to, was it 22?
Yeah.
20, let me see. I should know this.
Or actually take Jordan Poole out and put in Mikal Bridges.
Mikal, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mine goes Cade.
He jumped to 20. So just as a note, Ant jumped to 24 and a half. So that's not going to be, I don't think it's possible for him.
I think it is. I think.
Unless he jumps to 30.
He doesn't have to jump to 30. You know how Shea didn't jump like Shea.
Well, and Shea didn't. And I think one of my points was Shea just didn't jump enough. He jumped from 22 to 28.
Yeah, and like Shea, I think if Anthony Edwards have that, okay, he's an all-star.
It'd be 20. The equivalent would be, I mean, I'm not going percentage. I'm just saying jumping 6 points a game that's Ant jumping to 30 and a half points a game.
I can see Ant taking like he's already like a borderline. No, he's not borderline. He's an all-star.
He is all-star.
If he jumps from that all-star to like superstar level that we talk about Shea, I can see him walking away with it.
I wouldn't be that surprised.
Mine goes Cade, Mikal, and Anthony Edwards.
I think Mikal's a shout. I think this will be the third year in a row I do choose a Spurs dude, but 2 years ago it didn't do me bad. So I'm gonna go with Dan, you're frozen.
I'm not. I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you're just frozen on my end. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. I'm gonna go Devin Vassell.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him 3, actually. Mikal, the thing is, I don't know how much he can jump because the roster hasn't changed. And
from like he can, if he jumps to 26, 25 points per game.
That's a fair. I think he can do that. I think Mikal, I'm gonna put him 3. No, I'm going Jordan Poole 2.
Okay.
And number 1, I'm going Devin Vassell. Only reason why I don't say Cade is because in my head he's a second year dude.
Oh, that's disgusting.
In my head he's a second year dude. I'm sorry.
Would you take Devin Vassell out for Tyrese Maxey?
Oh, maybe. But I don't know if Maxey can. I think it's similar to Anthony Edwards, where it's like that would need to be a massive. Like, let me see Tyrese Maxey's go to basketball reference.
That's what the idea that Harden is going.
Yeah, but the thing is, last season he did just average 20.
Okay.
So unless he jumps to 27, which I guess it's possible.
I think he has if he jumps to 23.
That's a 3-point per game jump. No, he's not making
23 and 6. There you go.
That's not most improved because he just averaged 20 and 5.
Did he average 20 and 5?
He just averaged 20 and 3.5.
So 23 and 6. That's solid. That's a solid jump.
Right. That's not enough, I don't think. Okay. I think he can. But I think if his assist numbers drop, then jump. if he gets his assists up to like 7, then I think he can get 25 a game. And he's been really efficient.
Tell
Like his catch and
what
shoot numbers.
will 24 and 6 make it? I
I
think yes.
wouldn't be too surprised.
I think 24 and 6 will do it.
I
Definitely.
think it depends on the others, of course.
Because you're showing that right, it depends on other, but you're showing that you can be kind of that lead playmaker that Embiid is, and you can take a bigger scoring role.
Definitely. Yeah,
So
actually, I'm gonna go. Screw it, Maxi Vassell.
Michael.
Maxi Vassell McHale.
Okay.
Or Dark Horse. I was just thinking of this. Let me see. Because is this really stupid?
You about to say Ben Simmons.
No. Arguably worse.
Oh man.
Never mind. Forgot he did average 16 for a season.
Who were you about to say?
Oh, but that was on 40%, not even. Sadiq Bey.
Tell me the team name.
Sadiq Bey.
Oh no. Hell
He's
no.
starting now. I don't know.
No. Sadiq, but no.
Nah, because in my head he's been averaging like 10 and 12, so I wouldn't be too surprised. And with whoever wins most improved, it's hard to predict a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think anyone predicted Lowry Markkinen.
When he got traded, you can see it. When he got traded, you could have seen it.
I guess, but to have the jump he did, to have an all-star jump, are you serious?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You can't predict that. But
I can see him being a productive player, not most improved.
right.
Not jumping from like to 14 to 23 points a game or whatever it was.
That's fair. That's fair.
Um, what's your most improved choice, Kate? Mine, I'm gonna go Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
I love Tyrese. Um,
Depoy.
yeah, Depoy, I have no idea. I
Mine is so
really don't.
mine is so easy. Um, my number one is Bam,
Okay.
obvious reasons. Part-time Heat fan over here.
Yeah,
Um,
of course.
my second is Evan Mobley, and my
Okay.
third is Anthony Davis.
We have the same top three again.
Oh
First, I'm
wow.
gonna go Mobley. I'm gonna go Mobley, Bam, then AB.
Hmm.
Mobley needs no
I want to have
introduction. Bam needs no introduction.
yeah.
Because I think if AD's healthy, he will win it.
That's what I'm saying. Like all you gotta do is give me a healthy season, and he can win
Like,
defense.
because I think that's what it's most contingent on. It's
Mm.
most contingent on AD's health opposed to
So
anyone else.
Jaren Jackson in there.
He's not winning it 2 years in a row.
I don't have Jaren Jackson because I don't think the team will be good enough to give him DPOI.
There's one. That is a good reason. And two, they could do the reason why they didn't give it to Brook last year, which was like, okay, you already have two. You already have Giannis. So, that was kind of the argument against Brook. And I was thinking about it the other day. I might have chosen Brook to win, like at the end of the season. He might have been my depoy. But I'm really thinking about it. He came second in depoy voting. Tell me if I'm insane. While being the third best defender on his team? Is that a terrible take?
Terrible. Terrible.
Giannis Drew.
Give me no, no. Just because you're asking Drew, not Drew Holiday, you're asking Brook Lopez to do a lot more when Drew
Then
Holiday is
Drew.
on the floor and when Giannis is not on the floor.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
And plus,
Is
he's
he the
still
third best? I know I understood the why he was in the running, but is he the third best defender on his team?
third best. He's second. He's
Okay.
second. He's second. And that's no knock to Drew.
And
That's
that's not a knock. And that's not a knock on Brook Lopez. You just got arguably the best perimeter defender in the league, two-time Defensive Player of the Year winner, or just one? I don't remember how many Giannis has won.
one.
Just the one.
Mm-hmm.
Depoy winner and consistently in the running, and Brook Lopez. So that's not a knock to Brook Lopez.
I say
There were
he,
people saying when Marcus Smart won, say what you will about it.
yeah, he's two. I would say he's two because rim protection that helps out is more valuable than perimeter.
That is true. But Jaren might be given that treatment where it's like, oh, you do have a reigning Depoy on your team. Obviously not to the similar extent because Giannis is a significantly better defender than Marcus Smart. I'll be the first person to say that. Don't worry. Marcus, I still love you. But
How is Mark Smart doing in Boston? I mean,
Memphis, I don't want to think about it.
man,
I still don't. I'm still in grieving.
it's okay. That's why I bring it up. But
Cute.
okay, I just think it's. I think you got to give it to Bam this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bam wins it.
You got to give it to him this year, dog, because he's this playoffs, and I hate going on previous playoffs, but this playoff showed that he does so much. That
Yeah, he does.
he does like legit so much. He can guard the roll man. He can guard the ball handler. He can switch. He can play drop. He can if you want to do a wall up, he can do that. He can do so much.
Yeah. My pick is Mobley
Okay. My pick is
because
Bam.
I'm not trusting AD's health.
Okay. My pick is Bam because I think it's about damn time you give it to him.
That's a fair point. What other awards are left?
MVP.
That's it?
Yup.
Damn.
We did 6. We did most improved. We did
Yeah,
DPOI.
no, we got it. We can do. No, we're not doing coach. I don't.
We're not doing coach.
Nah,
No.
I don't. It's been proven that award does not matter. Maybe if Dame, well, not maybe. Depending on like what the trade package looks like, I think Spo could finally win it.
I think they will. I think they will give it just because again, this current playoff run has just showed that he's the best coach in the league, and it's
Oh,
not.
definitely. Now, but like, coach of the year does not matter. I'm sorry. Tom Thibodeau has the same amount of coach of the years as Greg fucking Popovich.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah, but
That's a lot of F bombs in a very small period of time, but oh well.
MVP. Okay, took me some time,
I still don't know who I have.
but my MVP is easy. I think my number one. He reigns in Dallas. I called him that. Call him the Don. I got to give it to Luka for number one.
All right.
Number two, I got to give it to Jokic.
Okay.
And number three, I'll be disrespectful to keep Giannis off this list.
That's fair.
Listen, all international, baby. We got an all international.
Once again, we got the same top three. But, so I can see, I'm going to, it's difficult for me because I want to say, like, okay, because Jokic now just won a championship, he might not care as much or put in much effort. But he already didn't put that much effort into the regular season, and he already seems to not give a care.
Uh-huh.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see him win it. I'm going to go to Giannis because I think he's going to be like, okay. I think because that first round elimination might spark something in him.
Okay.
Like, really spark something. Because after that Raptors series, he went on a fucking tear.
Mm-hmm.
After that Raptors series, they finally broke through, and I think this is going to be part 2 of that. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. 2, I'm gonna go Luka, and I think it's gonna be close. I don't think they're gonna be the highest seed. It could end up being like a Russ MVP type thing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go Jokic third. I don't
Over
know.
over Embiid.
Yes.
Okay. Let me stop. But the reason why I
Yes.
put number one is because now he got the team. He got the defense that he desperately needed.
Well, the thing is, Jokic. Oh, sorry. No, Luka. I'm an idiot.
I got Luca number one because he got the defense that he needs on that team.
Definitely.
I think he got a chip on his shoulder from missing the playoffs. He got re-secured. He already got Kyrie secured, and Luca might be on a mission this season. He slimmed down from the pictures. He slimmed down. He looked good.
Isn't this like the third straight off season? They're like, yeah, Luka's slimmer.
No, this man is like slim. He's like
I
slim.
swear this is the third straight off season we've said this.
Go look up
I'm sorry.
Luca right now. He look good. My boy, that Don. He
We've
look,
said this for 3 years.
looks like the Don. Stop playing with him.
Okay. Um, with Luka, my concern with Dallas, and I think when we do our like overview of every team, we're gonna talk more about this, but my fear for Dallas is cool. Yes, you've got the defense around him, but like you're also relying on 2 rookies.
No, you got Grant Williams over there.
Cool.
Okay. You got I I trust oh I trust Josh Green. You got Josh Green. I
Yeah,
trust
Josh Green's good. We like Josh Green.
Prosper is going to be solid. I think he's going to be solid off the jump.
Off the bench, I think he'll be
Norman Dwight Powell is still solid in certain.
just Dwight Powell is just I'm I just don't think Dwight Powell's that good at basketball. I don't. He's just
I think you got a lot more defense than you think they have.
yes, but I still think for them to be truly successful, they're gonna need the rookies to show out. And that's fine. I think it can happen. But it's a bit of a concern.
And you're not asking them to do that much. You're asking them to come in and defend.
Come in, defend. Now, I think especially by the end of the season, they'll look way better because Derek Lively, by the end of the year, for them to be successful, he's going to, in my head, he's going to have to be their best center by the end of the season if they're going to reach success.
And I think he is because all you ask him to do is be a role man and just defend the paint.
Sammy, come here. Yeah. No, I think it's fair. But the problem is, like, on defense, we saw this in college, like, how much he did struggle to adjust. And I think there's going to be another one of those periods in the NBA, which is fine. It's just within the first couple of years, he's going to have to become the best defender on that team. Oh, sorry, not best defender, best center on that team.
Yeah.
And yeah, potentially best defender on that team.
I think you can get away with him having Rashawn Holmes help him.
Rashawn for the start of the season.
Right.
But once you get to later in the year, he's gonna have to step up.
That's fair.
And
I think he
it's
will.
a risk I'm willing to take, but it's still very much a risk.
It's a risk that I'm willing to take because his job won't be easy.
Definitely.
But yeah, Luka's my one. Yeah. That's it.
That's the awards.
This
You want
offseason,
to just keep this one short and play the mini games next week?
yeah.
Let's do an episode of mini games next week.
I'm gonna cook. We're gonna do who had the better career. Build your role player. Ooh, Do intro.
Builder, okay. We got okay.
I don't know the other one, but I'm about to cook. I'm
We'll
gonna
come
cook.
up with some stuff.
I'm
All
getting
right,
it. I'm getting
bet.
it. But go ahead. You can close this out. That's about it.
All right, bet. How do I do this again? Okay. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Game Time Review podcast. The links to both of our socials will be in the description. Same with the link to my writing. If you are on YouTube, please leave a like. If you're on Spotify, please rate 5 stars. Feel free to subscribe or drop a follow. And if you're feeling extra generous, feel free to share. How's it going on Apple Podcasts?
We're good, but we're not great. So I gotta make another website. I gotta make a website. Give me a minute, but it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be up there.
I don't know who uses Apple Podcasts. I'm gonna be real. So
I don't either. It just sounds cool.
exactly, it helps. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time of day.
Have a nice one, guys. We'll see you.